Why y'all FBA so concerned about where my family from? Well, for me personally, man, when I first got on here, I was, I'm talking about reparations. That's my whole mindset, is reparations. I can't speak for nobody else. It's reparations for me, So if I do ask where your people from, I'm just trying to decipher if you're able to get reparations or not. So when I talk, when I get on these platforms, I'm reparations minded. We are owed a debt. We are owed money. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. And that's how I carry myself moving with y'all. You get what I'm saying? But I think that's where the disconnect happened with Black Americans and non-Black Americans. When we start getting mobilized for reparations, that's when the hostility turned up even a higher notch. And that's where we at now today, right? I'm not one of those people that say, what's your genealogy? Do you do your genealogy? Where your family from? How long your family been on this land? What's your lineage? How you know your people ain't from Jamaica? How you know your people ain't from Africa? How you know your people ain't from Canada? Listen, if your folks was emancipated on this land, that's all I give a damn about. I give two fucks about genealogy. I give two fucks about you tracing yourself. I don't care what you is. Can you get that check? That's what's important to me. Can I get the motherfucking check? I don't give a fuck if you escaped Jamaica, if you floated over here, if there was tires back then, if you float over here on a tire from Africa and you caught the emancipation. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about if your family from South America, if your family from Mexico, if you indigenous, whatever. All that shit is irrelevant, always been irrelevant to me. I never cared. I never pressed the issue. If you're a Black American, I don't care if what you is, bro. Can we get paid for what happened to our great-great-grandparents? That's what's important to me. Can we get compensated? Can we get compensated? I don't care about that. That shit just waste of time, man. That shit is a waste of time for me to ask a person when your family came here in the 1600s. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if your family came in the 1600s. Are you emancipated on this land? That's it. Are you emancipated? Can you trace your people to 1865 at least? Everything behind, I don't give a fuck. You could be from Jamaica, you could be from Caribbean, you could be from this land, but are you emancipated on this land? That's it. That's it. That's all I care about. I don't get into the semantics. That shit don't mean nothing. When we gonna get this paper? That's all I care about. Is my people, including myself, getting reparations that's owed to us. We are owed a debt. Yeah, I don't care about all this stuff, man. I get it, though. I think it's good for people to do. I think it's great for people to find out who their family is on this land. I think it's great to research who you are on this land. I think that's very important. But for me, I care about that motherfucking money. What's up with that paper? That's why I be staying in contact with certain people so I can be up on game on what's going on with this reparation, how it's being worded, who is presented, who's on these reparations panels. That's why it's important where these people from. Because they immigrated here or fled here or refugees here, they cannot speak for us when it comes to reparations. That's what's important to me. I don't give a damn if a Black American say he an Indian or he FBA or he a slave descendant or he a Gullah Geechee or he a... all at the end of the day, we got to get motherfucking paid. I ain't finna sit and argue with you about where your mama and daddy from. If your mama and daddy is your mama and daddy lineage and they people was emancipated, that's all that matters. Let's get that motherfucking check. And that's why I ask where your people from.